Hi everyone, in today's video we'll be talking all about Roundhouse Kick, from our basic style all the way up to the more advanced types as well. As many of you know, there are tons of different types of kicks that are used in Taekwondo practice. One of the most popular ones though is Roundhouse Kick. It's something that we introduce to all of our beginners, but as you go up through the different belts and ranks in any martial arts program, of course the techniques become a little bit more advanced and technical as you get more and more knowledgeable too. In Taekwondo, Roundhouse Kick is one of the most used kicks, not only for sparring, but also for board breaking and target practice as well. And today we'll be talking about all the different kinds that you will learn. Okay, what you're seeing here is what we call basic Roundhouse Kick. This is where the back leg comes up into the front in a turning manner where our kick ends up being horizontal, and that allows us to hit from side to side with the instep of the foot. This is the type of Roundhouse Kick that most beginners learn during Taekwondo practice. Next is what we call skipping Roundhouse Kick or foot-to-foot Roundhouse Kick. This is where you end up using the front leg to impact the target instead of the back leg from your basic Roundhouse Kick. This kick is very quick, and sometimes it's even referred to as fast kick. As we go through the progression of Roundhouse Kicks, next would be called turning behind Roundhouse Kick. This is in order to be able to cover some distance between you and your partner or you and a target by turning your back leg into the front leg by spinning behind and using the new back leg to initiate the Roundhouse Kick. This helps you cover space and generate some extra power for this type of kick, turning behind Roundhouse Kick. The next step up from regular turning behind Roundhouse Kick on the ground is what's called turning behind jumping Roundhouse Kick. It's the same principle where your back leg becomes the front leg, but this time the knee stays up in the air and you jump as you turn into the Roundhouse Kick to give your core a little bit more power and your kick a little bit more torque as well. It's not uncommon for Taekwondoists to add a step before the turning the jump to give them a little extra power, a little extra twist, and a little extra speed and jumping ability for all the more advanced Roundhouse Kick techniques. So far, all of the techniques that you've seen can be used not only in sparring, but also for board breaking practice as well. And these are some great techniques if you're preparing for something like a tournament or a demonstration that you can get good at and feel confident to perform at any time. Next up on our list of roundhouse techniques is what's called 540 Roundhouse Kick. This is where the back leg comes up in front. It allows us to turn in a full rotation and still hit with the instep of our foot. This is a more advanced technique, kind of hard to practice, but with a little time and effort, I know that you'll be able to get it too. A very popular Roundhouse Kick variation is what's known as the Bali Kick. This is very similar to a turning behind Roundhouse Kick, but after you impact with your instep, that same leg lands on the ground, takes a little bit more height, a little bit more turning power, but it's a very flashy kick and it's a crowd favorite during demonstrations and competitions as well. Last up on our Roundhouse Kick list for today is what's called the 720 Roundhouse Kick. Most often this involves that step over to give yourself that extra turning power that you'll need for the 2 rotations that you'll be doing in the air prior to impacting with your instep. This is one of the most advanced turning behind Roundhouse Kick techniques, and it takes a lot of practice to get there, but it's very exciting and we love showing off the different techniques that you guys can work on too. So there you have it, a brief introduction to all the different type of Roundhouse Kick techniques that Taekwondoists can learn, starting from our very basic Roundhouse Kick all the way up to our 720 Roundhouse Kick. There's a ton of different variations, and we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button, and if you haven't done so already, please hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the other videos that we'll be showing here on our YouTube channel. See you next time.